Okay, so this is the PP podcast.
No, it's not the PB podcast. But I think it'd be good if it was just like the music goes.
All right, let's
trivia
harmonize.
questions?
Me.
Sometimes I wonder when Natalie's gonna be like, all right, I can't do this anymore. Fuck you guys.
There's one that come out like, bitches, you crazy.
Like, just so you know. Welcome back, everybody, to the Peeps in a podcast. Now, today is a very special episode. It's our first ever birthday episode because it was Seairra's birthday yesterday. And
Whoop, whoop.
the great thing about that is that it's not just her birthday, it's her twin's birthday. That's right, there's two of them, sort of, because it's a boy. She's got a twin brother, everybody, and he's actually our very first special guest on this podcast. It's Bobby.
Hey, what's up, you guys?
So say hi to all your adoring fans.
Hey, how's it going? Third episode. Don't know what the second one was, but we're here.
Wow, fake fan.
See, you didn't tell me she posted it.
I did it.
Oh, good. So, Bobby, as our first guest and also brother of one of our, we're not panelists, what are we? Cast members?
Chatters.
One of our peeps. One of our peeps. It was right there. How did I miss that? But tell us a little bit about yourself, Bobby. Give me like a dating profile. Give me the highlights. Who is Bobby?
I'm a Gemini, clearly. I have a twin sister. I grow mushrooms in my room.
Like
Real mushrooms.
Yeah,
Okay.
real mushrooms.
Really?
Actual oyster mushrooms, yeah. And I bike almost every day. And that's what I put on my Tinder profile, actually.
Wait, really?
Would you like a reading of
Actually,
said Tinder profile?
I mean, I did say give me a dating profile, like the highlights.
Yeah.
So,
All right, you asked for it, you guys.
All right,
Here
let's
we
read
go.
it.
Okay, let's see.
Robert, 25.
I forgot what I put, so this is gonna be fun. Oh no, it's not good at all. It says nothing about me. It says try to find someone that'll look at me like my parents' dog does, up for grabbing a drink.
well,
So that's who I am.
I think you should change it to what you told us. Wait, the dating profile
That's a
you gave
whole-
us.
That's a whole nother episode. So let's.
We'll have Bobby back another day to talk about his dating profile.
That's too much content.
Okay, so Bobby, how long have you known Seairra?
I've known her for as long as she's known me, minus 4 minutes. Well, actually, yeah. No, I've known her for as long as she's known me. So 25 years.
So for her whole life, not your whole life.
I've known Bobby for as long as he's known me, minus 4 minutes.
There we go. Okay, wait, so Bobby's older by 4 minutes.
4 minutes of peace in this world.
4 minutes of
Oh, wow.
So Bobby, you're older. Like I know that because obviously we've all known you guys for
You can tell
years.
by the receding hairline. Yeah, the birth certificate's also there.
I thought you guys were more minutes apart. I think that's
No.
the best way I could put it. I thought for
No.
some reason that you guys are like 12 minutes apart, not 4.
No,
That would be crazy for my mom.
no. Remember the other twins we knew, and they were like 2 days apart.
Samantha and Sunny. Shout out to Samantha and Sunny. They were hours and hours apart.
No, they were either days because like one of their waters broke and the other ones didn't. So she went through labor for one, and then like the other one kind of just chilled out.
Yeah, technically you can have twins
waited
in
a
your
while.
like you can be pregnant with twins, but you can only give birth. You can if you want to give birth to just one, but usually they'll just go in and pop the water sac for the other one, and then you guys are
You
born the
might as
same
well
day.
do it at the same time.
I mean, who would want to go in and give birth twice
I would not.
in quick succession? I don't even know if that would be healthy.
Wheel of Fortune's on. We gotta get home. We'll save this one for later.
So, I am also a Gemini, and I've always thought it would have been cool to be a twin because the Gemini symbol is a twin. So for you guys, what is it like being a twin? Because I've always wanted one, and I always feel like I should have had one, but I think that would have been too much for this world.
Very much.
Well, first of all, when I was a kid, I used to think that I was a Gemini because I was a twin, because I didn't know about astrology. And I thought, like, I guess people who, like, were the crab just liked seafood. I really didn't know what was going on. I think that's Cancer, right?
Cancer.
But, yeah, I just thought I was a Gemini because I had a twin. I didn't really understand. But to answer your second question.
I only asked you one.
To answer your first question, second part of
this is part of part of her skit. She's gonna guess what you're saying.
This is the segment. Guess what Anna's question's gonna be before she asks it.
I'm like, oh damn! Did you see my notes? Did she take a look at my notes?
Okay, to answer your first question, but the second part of your statement, I'd say it was cool to always have a sibling. I don't know. I didn't have to wait.
You didn't have to wait for a sibling. Okay, so you never had to be like, Mommy, I want a brother. Or whatever.
It was kind of cool always having someone, like, to ride the bus with, I guess. It's like you never were alone, and since we were in the same grade, we, like, got to hang out all the time, which was also kind of annoying, but, like, I got used to it.
You have, like, a built-in best friend.
Yeah, exactly. Sometimes.
Until you hate each other.
In school, my parents made us be in separate classes on purpose.
You can do that.
Up until high school, yeah, she requested that we be in separate classrooms all the way up until we moved to Florida in 7th grade.
So you guys could be individuals instead of like, oh, there go the Wisniewski twins.
Yeah, I think my mom just thought like we would cause problems.
You would fuck shit up.
We either team up and take on everyone in that classroom, or we just fight each other like a civil war.
That sounds like something you guys would do.
Just straight up gladiator style, you walk into history and it's just like, it's on. There was no in between.
Yeah, there would be no in between.
Have you guys ever physically fought each other?
Oh, yeah. We did like last month.
It was like a month ago.
Oh my god.
Bobby's like, it was 20 minutes ago. What are you talking about? Who won?
It got broken up.
Oh, it's a tie.
It got broken up, yeah.
Who you guys coming back for the rematch? Is it going to be on what's the UFC?
Pay-per-view. Catch us next Saturday.
Yeah.
Cue Mortal Kombat music.
It's UFC 420.
420.
So, I mean, I think that's one of my like favorite things about the thought of having a twin is just like whole idea of a built-in best friend and like a built-in teammate. And like you said, Seairra, you're never alone when you go do things. But like, how were your guys' birthdays? Did you ever feel bad that you didn't have your own day to be celebrated? Or like, did your parents get 2 cakes, or what was the situation like when you were kids?
We got 1 cake. When we got older. When we got older, we shared, or we started splitting off birthdays where I would have my own friends, Seairra would have her own friends. But like when we were younger, it was definitely like we had to share a cake and everything. Because we started liking different things when we got older, so we kind of had to have different events.
But we got to invite our own friends all the time. It's not like they were like, oh, usually you would have 10 friends, but since there's 2 of you, you only get to invite 5. Like, we still got to invite, like, however many friends we wanted, and, like, you know, we were fortunate enough to be able to go to, like, venues to throw parties sometimes. Not every time, but, like, sometimes. So, it was pretty cool. And also, there's just more people to give you gifts. Like, sometimes some people would be really nice and bring a gift for me, even though they were Bobby's friend, and, like, vice versa. So, we would get, like, double gifts sometimes.
Because then if not, you'd be a dick.
Yeah. So, I mean, some people didn't think of it that way, but some people did, and it was nice.
I don't think I've ever gotten both of you guys a birthday present. I think the only time I've ever celebrated your birthday for both of you together was your Sweet 16.
Yeah. For sure.
Dang.
That was a banger. I just saw a memory of that because obviously it's my birthday, and
That's the best thing.
we were so awkward, but it was cool
I liked my hair. Did you remember it? It was like it literally looked like yours right now.
because he
Shoulder
had
length.
hair.
Oh yeah, your hair used to be so long.
Yeah, it used to be like shoulder length. Like
You do that Justin Bieber flip.
That sounds like something Bobby would do.
He did. He used to
Yeah.
do it all the time. And, like he would
What?
flip his hair like Justin Bieber and then like fix it with his fingers. Like I half expected him to start singing "Baby."
no, I would never. I'm beyond that.
Okay, so you guys are twins. You guys like know what it's like. Would you, if you guys want to have kids, would you want to have twins?
No.
Bobby does not want kids. I would love to have twins.
Why would you want to have double trouble? Like literally, like twins are awful. One kid is hard enough. I've seen so many people struggle with one child, and you're gonna have two of those.
2 of them?
2 of those. You're talking like they're puppies.
Feel like it was a BOGO at the hospital. Okay.
I think twins would be cool. They run in my family.
They do?
Yeah.
Natalie sounded so scared. Oh god. Because I think about it, like when people come from a really big family, they're like, oh yeah, there were 12 of us. They want like either no kids or like 2 kids max. So I wondered if the same thing applied for twins. Like like Bobby said, twins suck. So why would you want that? But is it the twin thing, or is it because you just don't want kids thing?
I think it's more of like a financial thing and an emotional
It's
thing,
an
having to
everything
raise
thing.
2 babies, but sometimes you don't even produce enough milk for 2 babies. It's like a whole thing.
No, it's a whole thing. It's like I've seen people deal with it. I have to deal with kids every day. Just like the fact that like one child is hard enough. It's literally just a thing that constantly depends on you. But you're gonna do that twice, like at the same time, like 2 of those at the same time.
And if they're on opposite schedules.
Yeah.
But like it would be the same thing if you had a kid and like 2 years later had another kid. It's not like, oh, you're 3 now, you're on your own. Like no, you still have 2 kids that are dependent on you.
Yeah, but not the same level of dependency.
Yeah.
Because like a 2-year-old is not going to be as dependent as a newborn.
A 2-year-old can tell you when it's hungry.
But if you're already doing like newborn stuff, you might as well do it twice. Like, like if you're gonna have a baby crib, you can put 2 babies in the same crib.
No, you can't.
You can.
You're really vouching for this twin thing.
Yeah. Like it has to be big enough for them, and you have to make sure that they have enough space so they don't like suffocate each other.
Okay, like imagine for instance, 7-year-old Jimmy has to go to t-ball practice, but you have a newborn that needs feeding every like 4 hours. That's gonna be worse than just having 2 newborns that can stay home and you can just
No,
feed them.
because-
How long is t-ball practice?
Yeah, if somebody goes to t-ball practice for 2 hours, that means you got someone else watching your kid for 2 hours. You ain't gotta watch Timmy. You can watch your newborn.
You ain't even gonna remember Tibby because I'm pretty sure you said Jimmy.
Exactly. Fuck them kids.
Oh.
I don't think it's as hard as you guys are thinking. I really don't think it's as hard as you guys are thinking. Cause my parents did it. And we were just an average family. We didn't have a babysitter. We didn't have a nanny. It was just my parents and the 2 of us, and we're pretty all right, I'd say.
I'm pretty sure you just gave us an advertisement for Don't Have Twins. Burn! Do you guys ever wish you were twin, like identical, instead of fraternal?
No.
I don't want to be ugly.
Oh, shit.
Oh, wow.
But I don't mean just like that. I mean, like, do you guys ever wish that you were both girls or both boys, or?
Not
Well, I guess
really.
those are only
No.
the 2 options.
I like having a boy as a brother. That's funny. I mean, you only can have boys as brothers, but yeah, I like having a brother. It's kind of cool. I wish we were more similar in the things that we like to do, but like, it is what it is.
Bobby, do you wish Seairra was a boy?
No. Well, kind of, because that means like I could probably steal all his clothes. Like I won't have to get clothes like myself if he already has it.
Boy, if you don't put your mouth in the direction of the microphone when you are talking,
yeah, I wish it was a fucking
Put your
boy.
mouth over the microphone.
Fuck.
Just
I wish it was exactly like me. Fuck. Yell at me. Goddamn.
this is why my parents put us in separate classrooms.
Now you're seeing it. Fucking. Nah,
Everyone.
Sierra's cool.
Nah, Sierra's cool.
I was
Thanks.
about to say, Bobby, would you like to change your answer? Oh my god, do we need to put you in separate rooms?
everyone, the Wisniewski twins.
We need separate microphones, Bobby. Go get your own set of headphones.
Meh, 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 meh.
We're moving that pay-per-view up to this Saturday, not next
Natalie?
Saturday.
Natalie needs to control the soundboard.
Oh my god, Natalie would be the
Her job.
perfect soundboard person. I think
Oh my god, can I get one with that makes beats? So when things
Yeah.
get tense, I'll start like a trap beat, like
Oh my
it's
God,
like a rap
just-
battle.
Natalie's like, hey guys, don't yell at each other. Let's wrap it out.
I'll win the lottery and buy a soundboard for us.
Oh yeah, let's
How
do
expensive
it.
is a soundboard?
Hundreds of
kinda-
dollars.
They're expensive, yeah. Unfortunately.
You can get a small one with like 12 buttons for like 80.
Ooh.
And that's just literally to like, cue sound bites.
Mm.
Wow. Bobby just like wrecked you.
No, but like if you want like a good soundboard, it would be hundreds of dollars.
Oh.
Like a half decent one.
Yeah.
Well, here at Peeps in a Podcast, we only get the best.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I'm using headphones right now. They're not even AirPods. They still have the
Yeah.
cord.
Oh, they're not even AirPods. Boo! I don't have
Boo.
AirPods.
I know we just lost like 8 followers here.
Just 8 though.
It's all your fault.
Wait, but let me go back to you guys being identical and you, Seairra, you saying that you don't want to be ugly. Do you guys think you look alike? Because I know this is a point of contention.
little
We've
bit.
had this conversation.
It's like honestly 50-50. It's like if you're white, you think we look very different, but if you're a person of color, you think we look very similar.
Wait, that's a thing?
Yeah. All the white people are like, look at Seairra, she looks like a Mexican. Or like she looks Hispanic or she
damn.
looks Indian.
God.
Like literally like, and then they'll be like, oh, how are you so white? And it's like, but then when you talk to like a person of color, they'll be like, oh yeah, you have the same smile. Or you have the same cheeks.
Okay, well now I feel like I'm just feeding into the stereotype because I think you guys look alike a lot.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah, people say we share similar facial features, and
Yeah, I
that's
agree.
like I only think we look alike because of how many times people said that we looked alike. But then I used the man filter on Snapchat, and I looked just like him.
Yeah.
And it was
You
weird.
And you kept looking at it. You kept going back to it. It was freaking you out for like a whole month. You would sit on the couch. and,
Damn.
like,
Everything
No,
she
I would
thought
catch
she knew
her
was a lie.
looking at herself as a man, just like on Snapchat, not doing anything else. Just being kind of creeped out by it. Like,
She was sending you Snapchats and it's like you're looking in a mirror.
and then like
Did you show Bobby? Bobby, do you think that it looked like you?
I think it looked at like me a little bit, but I had a big beard at the time,
Oh.
so and it didn't like quite do that.
I put the girl filter on Bobby, and he was ugly, and I was like, "Dang, am I that ugly?"
Yeah,
Oh my god.
yes, you are.
Wait, so is it that you, Seairra, you look like Bobby, but Bobby doesn't look like you?
That would be weird. It's a weird, but I have a beard.
Are you
My
calling me
beard-
a boy?
No, my beard hides everything.
No.
That's
No,
what-
I'm not. I can't be calling you a boy because people used to confuse me for you all the time in high school.
That's so funny.
That doesn't make
It's because
any
you guys
sense.
had the same energy. You guys' energy was the same.
But this, like, from the back of my head. Like, somebody thought it was Seairra from the back, like, just from looking at the back of my head. And I'm like, first of all, how? I have curly
Yeah, 'cause
hair.
you have
Your
the
hair is
curly hair.
different.
Is stick straight. But
you guys
yeah,
would
okay,
just
sure.
literally like walk the same and hold yourselves the same, and then like you'd always be together. So it was kind of a 50-50 chance.
Oh wait, isn't there like a saying like if you hang out with someone for so long, you tend to start looking like them and acting like them and stuff? Is that what it is?
I've heard about that with married couples.
Oh,
I mean, because think about it. Who do you spend more time with than your spouse? Exactly.
That's
No
true.
one.
My twin?
Do you, though?
No,
But do you?
no.
Did you ever have, like, twin powers?
No.
I didn't have a segue for that.
do have twin powers.
we use our powers against each other for evil.
You guys would be two like feuding villains in the city.
Yeah, exactly.
What was
it was
that?
very spy versus spy.
Yeah, I was literally thinking that. The spy versus spy.
It just happened
the
right
black
before
and
our
white.
eyes.
Exactly. Wow. Whoa.
Wow.
Natalie, quick, add in a surprised gasp.
Bobby, really? Oh, shit.
What?
Think of a word.
Wait, no,
Think
we're
of
not
a-
playing this game.
Think
We're
of
not
a
playing
word that's a fruit, and we're going to say
Okay.
the fruit,
No,
and
no.
we're going to see if we think of the same fruit. Are you ready?
Wait,
Think of
count
any
us down.
fruit.
Count us down. Count us down. Oh, someone.
Okay, ready? 3, 2.
Wait, is it go or is it what? Is it go or is it what?
You guys go on when I say 1. It's 3, 2, 1, and you say the fruit. Ready?
Okay.
3, 2, 1.
Pineapple. Oh, shit.
I'm allergic to pineapple.
I know you're allergic to pineapple.
Why would I say it? I wouldn't speak that into existence.
My second guess was permission.
Why not kumquat?
You know, I was going to go with pomegranate, but
What is a kumquat?
It's like an orange. It's an orange. It's got a pit. It's like, I don't know. You make like jams with it usually. Like it's usually like a very dessert kind of.
I thought a kumquat was a vegetable. I thought it was like a squash.
Bobby watches a lot of British baking show.
I also
The Great
work
British Bake Off.
with
Yeah, I love that show.
I've never seen it.
I like their accents. They're like, pip, pip, doodly doo.
That's racist.
Welcome to the British Baking Show.
See, that's a kumquat.
Welcome to the British baking show.
It's like a tomato. If a tomato was a fruit,
It looks like a tomato.
I thought a tomato was a fruit.
Ooh.
sugary fruit or sugary fruit.
Oh.
Like if a tomato, plum tomato, and an orange had a baby.
What's a plum tomato?
Like,
Or are
show
you
it to-
saying it was a 3-person baby? A plum, a tomato, and an orange.
a tomato plum?
What's a tomato plum?
It's the ovular round ones.
The baby tomatoes.
Oh! So you're put into like dumb people words. Like tomato is baby. Do you guys want to try another telepathy?
Yeah.
But hold on, let's do this. Okay. Seairra, you think of an animal.
Uh-huh.
Okay? And then Bobby, stare into her soul and see if you can guess the animal she's thinking of.
What family?
Oh my god. Try, I don't know, 4-legged creature, 4-legged mammals, 4-legged land mammals.
Sierra doesn't know what a
Four-legged. You know, I'm
That's
so
not
bad at naming
complicated.
animals.
That's so complicated.
Okay,
She
all right, fine. Animals that you can keep as a pet. How about that?
One time I did think a raccoon was a monkey, and then another time I thought a palm frond
Was it?
was an iguana.
So it's gonna be very this
A palm frond was an iguana.
Yeah.
pet animal. A pet animal.
A pet animal? An animal you can keep as a pet?
Okay.
Yeah, or George said we can do colors. That's easier. I don't know if you heard him say that. What's easier for you, Seairra?
No. Let's do pet animals.
Let's do pet animals.
Pet animals.
Okay, an animal you can keep as a pet.
Emily,
Ready? Think
All
of
right,
one,
you're gonna
Seairra.
hear some silence. I'm gonna be telepathying my brain to Bobby.
Telepathizing? Okay.
Telepathizing.
Everybody stay quiet.
3, 2, 1. Telepathy.
I wish you guys could see the intensity.
I feel a gayness in this telepathy.
I'm focusing. I'm getting into your brain. You're like,
Wait, Sierra's supposed to be getting it into your brain, Bobby.
no, I thought I was supposed to go into her brain.
Oh my god.
I don't even know how to telepathize.
The telepathize fail. No, I said, Seairra, you think of one and then telepathize it to Bobby.
Wait, she could just say yes to anything. Oh.
I couldn't.
No. We, here on the Peeps in a podcast, we are honorable, okay?
Integrity.
I'm melting. It's a rodent. It's a rodent. I'm feeling a rodent. I'm feeling a 4-legged rodent. I'm feeling tiny. I feel like you can put it in your hand. I feel
Don't say a
Oh,
rat.
I know exactly what she's
I'm not
thinking.
sure. I'm not sure if you've already had it or if you want it though. I'm not sure if she already had it or if she wanted
All
it.
right, break the telepathy,
I'm
Bobby.
bouncing. I'm bouncing from
Final
hamster.
answer.
I'm bouncing from hamster to gerbil, Hamster dribble the hedgehog. Hamster dribble the hedgehog. I'm gonna go hamster. Hamster final answer. Lock it in. Whoa, 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 whoa.
Whoa. I was a parrot. It was a parrot.
Oh. I thought you would be thinking of hedgehog because that's your favorite animal.
That's too simple. That's why she didn't go hedgehog.
Oh my god, Tia, you
Point.
gotta crawl before you can walk, girl.
Bobby, you're not facing the mic.
Oh. Anyway.
So that's a big fat no to twin telepathy.
Yeah. Doesn't exist. Doesn't
No,
work.
fake.
You
Fake
guys can't even like feel what the other feels, like if one person is hurt.
Didn't feel that.
You're big.
Well, as you can see, Sierra just slapped Bobby, so so no twin telepathy. It's a lie. Are you telling me that movies and TV have lied to me my entire life? Is that what you're saying to me?
Yeah, we are no Mary-Kate and Ashley, that's for sure.
Wow. Mary Kate's actually getting a divorce.
Oh,
I did
saw
not know
that.
she was married.
And that man is like old enough to be her grandfather, bro. Like,
It's really weird.
yeah.
Yeah,
He's
and
old.
she don't even need money because she got money.
She do got money.
Yeah, they have money for making like really ugly things.
Crazy thing.
But I feel like that's fashion. And that is a topic for another episode. Because I have thoughts. Okay, so how was your birthday yesterday? Because, like I said earlier, it's the day after their birthday. I don't know if you want to say what your birthday was.
Oh, I didn't do anything. I just called out of work and stayed home. But tomorrow we're doing tie-dye and cooking barbecue.
And all I did was work. And then no one at work knew it was my birthday. And so no one wished me happy birthday. And I didn't want to say anything because I didn't know if I was going to quit that day or like... So like, but I wound up not having to quit. So at the end of the day, I had to like finally come clean. And they were all mad at me. And they're like, why didn't you tell us sooner? I was like, I just didn't want to think too much of it. But really, I was just like, I was ready to fucking book it. I was ready to fucking drop this shit and deuce. But
Wait, so you didn't quit?
no.
Oh, nice. All
I'm
right.
one of the best workers.
So would you guys say that you are similar or very different as twins?
Very different.
Definitely very different.
So you
Definitely
guys would do what?
We would what? What? We would
What?
do what? What are we doing?
What? What?
What's that thing those birds say?
What?
Meep, meep,
Mine.
meep,
Mine.
meep.
What?
Mine.
Are you talking
Mine.
about Finding Nemo bird?
Mine?
Yes.
Mine?
Mine, yeah. Okay, so you guys are very different. So do you guys remember the Florida Man Challenge? Where
Yeah.
you would, if listeners you don't know, the Florida Man Challenge is where you would type Florida Man and then your birthday, and then it would, like, Google would populate with searches that would match news stories that came out on your birthday. Very simple, but
Very hilarious.
yeah, I did that, and let me tell you, for your guys' birthday, some horrible stuff happens on May 21st.
I'm actually like half of those.
Oh my gosh.
stories.
We found Florida Man. It's Bobby.
Some crazy birthdays. So
Because like we were talking about it, and I'm like, oh yeah, Florida Man challenge for you guys' birthday would be funny. Like we'll Google it. It'll be good. It'll be a good time. And literally, I looked it up, and I went through like multiple variations, multiple websites, and a lot of people just get murdered on your birthday.
oh, I didn't do those.
You should. I mean, you already admitted. We already have the confession.
Whoa, let's back it up.
But you guys said you're very different. So I have 4 Florida Man scenarios for you guys. And we're going to go around, I would say around the room, but as I've said many times, we're not in the same room. But I'm going to present you with 2 options, and then we will discuss which one would have been Bobby and which one would have been Seairra. Okay?
Okay.
Okay, let's party.
All right, ready? So the first one is, Florida man climbs atop playground equipment at Clearwater Park, tells kids where babies come from.
Oh,
That happened
me.
in 2018.
Yeah, that was me.
Clearwater Park is like close.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. Don't go to the playground unless you want to know where babies come from.
Natalie, who do you think would do that?
Wait, I didn't even give you the other option yet.
Oh.
Oh, so we have to choose. We have to pick.
Anarchy.
Oh.
Okay. The second option is Florida man crashes car into sheriff's don't drink and drive unit. This happened in 2017. So,
Okay.
telling kids where babies come from in a park or crashing into a don't drink and drive unit. Discuss.
Natalie gets a vote. What's your vote, Natalie?
We?
Yeah. Which one would you pick?
Wait, that's something I would see both of you guys doing? Or one of you guys are doing?
No,
so
if
like-
I gave you these two and I would told you, okay, one of these was Seairra and this other one is about Bobby. Which one would you say is about Seairra and Bobby?
Maybe the driving into the sheriff's office would probably be Seairra?
Yeah, I can see that.
Whoop whoop.
But I don't know.
Also, Bobby can't drive.
Bobby doesn't want kids, so why would he go to the park and tell kids, yo, you want to know where kids come from? You know, that makes
them
me...
kids.
Yeah. The only thing Bobby would say to kids would be like, fuck them kids. Like, that's all I can
Fuck
see him
them
doing.
kids.
But I can see that because it's like, if you don't like kids, you want to scar them and it would be funny. So I agree with you, Natalie. I think Seairra would be the driving, would be the crashing, and Bobby, you would be the weirdo in the playground.
Just imagine this. Imagine Bobby, drunk, walking through the streets at night, upset about the sex education system in America.
First of all,
And he thinks he needs to take it into his own hands, and he goes to the top of the playground, and he's like, y'all motherfuckers about to get educated today.
Oh my god.
I love how you said it was at night when the park's closed.
Bobby, that's why you're a degenerate. You're there at night when it's closed.
But think about it.
Wait, but the kids won't be there. Huh.
Nobody will be there.
No, the people who would be there would be delinquents. Who,
yeah.
you know, it's the youths who I would say arguably need sex education sometimes, or according to TV. So is Bobby just doing a public service by educating them at the playground? It's just a questionable equation. I'm saying, Bobby, I got you. Okay.
Thank you.
I don't get an excuse. I'm just drunk and driving.
It's the irony of it all. The next two, Florida woman calls cops because thermos containing semen may explode. This happened in 2017.
How would it explode?
I don't know. Ask that Florida woman. Or Florida man caught searching for threatened gopher tortoises to eat.
What the fuck?
To eat?
Yes. And they were endangered gopher tortoises. And I don't know what a gopher tortoise was. I thought maybe it was just a really big tortoise, but it just looked like a regular tortoise to me. So I don't really know much about turtles or tortoises.
They dig in the ground to make their burrows.
They're like gophers.
How do you guys know that?
Science.
Because
we used to wanted to be. I wanted to be a veterinarian, and Bobby wanted to be a zookeeper, and he would own a zoo, and I'd work for him, healing all the animals.
Yeah, I don't really want to talk about it after Joe Exotic came out because I was literally 2 steps and a skip away from being him. I was looking. I had to move back into my house, and I was like, look at all this shit that was mine, and it was like, when did I get this leopard print lamp? You know? So it was just I literally wanted a room that looked like fucking Carol Baskin's whole entire house.
Carol Baskin.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, so which one, who would be who? George, which one do you think would be Bobby? The thermos with the semen or the gopher tortoises? Because now I'm suspicious about how much you guys know about these gopher tortoises.
Well, that's the whole thing. Now that Bobby explained his 3 seconds away from Joe Exotic, I probably think that he was the one with the gopher tortoises.
What if the sperm was tiger sperm?
Oh, God.
That changes everything.
See, now that's Seairra because she knew that much about the story.
Honestly, now I'm wondering, are you guys the local Florida woman and Florida man?
I told you.
You did confess.
In the words of Lil Wayne, I do not recall.
Okay, this one was a trick one. They were both me.
Surprise. I personally think that Seairra would be the gopher tortoises, and Bobby would be calling about the thermos containing semen that may explode. Because for some reason, I feel like in an alternate universe where it was okay to eat like endangered animals, or I guess tortoises in general, that if somebody were to dare Seairra, like, hey, I bet you can't eat that tortoise, she'd be like, ha, bet, watch me. And then she would go and proceed to eat them.
Especially if there's money involved.
Yeah, but even if there's not, let's be honest.
Let's be honest.
So that's mine. I'm going to have to go opposite you, George. Natalie, what do you think?
Yeah, the tortoise is whatever turtle, freaking what it's called. That would be Bobby. Yeah, I agree. I don't see Seairra worrying about this thing blowing up with semen. I don't know, because she doesn't even care for dick, so I don't know.
I thought you were going to say semen.
Let it explode.
No, that would be because I'd be like, fuck them kids.
It's a full circle moment here on the podcast. Full circle moment. So I think we can all agree, though, that both Bobby and Seairra are just y'all crazy.
Yeah, for sure.
White trash over here.
White trash.
Oh my god. I just said y'all are crazy. But okay. Did you guys have a happy birthday? I know I asked you what you did, but were you happy?
Yeah, it was chill.
25 is a weird year, you know? It's like I'm supposed to have my life together, but like I'm not supposed to have my life together, and like it's just weird.
It's weird that all of you guys are the same age, and I'm still the young spring chicken over here at the tender age of 24.
Yeah,
Oh
you don't
my.
look a day over 42.
Thank you.
Whoa.
It's moisturizer.
She's a vampire, guys.
And that too. But that's like secondary to the moisturizer. Not only did May 21st bring us you two into this world, there's actually a couple of famous birthdays on May 21st as well.
More famous than us?
Just a little bit. Don't get jealous, just a little. First famous birthday, Mr. T.
Wow.
Oh,
Wait,
Mr.
really?
T.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
What does Mr. T do? All I know, I just know of Mr. T. I don't know what he
He
does.
was in
or
the
why he's famous.
A-Team.
He's an actor, right?
Yeah, he's an actor. Wrestler into actor.
He was a wrestler,
Into
which is an actor.
He's a wrestling actor.
Yeah, actually, that's a good point. Okay, alrighty. The next one is a little bit of a on the other side of an actor. Let's say Jeffrey Dahmer was also born May 21st.
Who's that?
You don't know who Jeffrey Dahmer is?
No.
He's a cannibal, right?
I don't think he's a cannibal. I think he's just a serial killer.
I don't know if he's the gay one or the one that ate people's brains.
No, I think the gay one is Ted Bundy.
Ted Bundy, that's the cute one. Jeffrey Dahmer ate his mom's
Did you just
brain.
call Ted Bundy cute?
Zac Efron played him.
Oh.
Oh, I saw that movie.
Wait, but I think Jeffrey Dahmer did eat people.
Yeah, he was known as the Milwaukee Cannibal or the Milwaukee Monster. He's an American serial killer and sex offender who committed the murder and disembodiment of 17 men and boys. So I guess he was also
Oh, so it was a gay one.
yeah.
Wow.
I don't know why I thought he wasn't a cannibal. But yeah, he's also born on your birthday.
Happy birthday, Jeffrey.
I'm like, you know what? This birthday podcast is the perfect time to talk about serial killers.
All right, who's the third one? Hopefully not another murderer.
Not a murderer. He is dead, but he's not a murderer that I know
Did he
of.
get murdered?
Yes.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
Nice.
Also born May 21st.
I guess not nice.
It's the notorious B.I.G., a.k.a.
Oh,
Biggie.
really?
Oh.
We share a birthday with
Power.
Biggie?
Yeah.
Yo.
That we need a soundboard. Wah, 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 wah.
Natalie, soundboard.
I'm trying to think of his songs, but
We should
I'm
do
drawing a
a-
blank.
We should do a moment of silence. Rip. B-I-G-G-I-E.
What the fuck?
There's no Biggie, Bobby.
And last but certainly not least, a man who I think needs no introduction. A man whose fame goes beyond this mortal world. Also born May 21st, 1930, is Giuseppe Ruzzolini.
You don't even know him.
Well, how dare you? You know how big of a fan. I'm a Giuseppe.
Giuseppe.
What'd he do?
He was an Italian cameraman.
Ooh.
Born in 1930.
Wow.
No, I don't know who it was.
Good for him.
He shot things. He recorded
He's
stuff.
not even famous. He just owned a camera.
Honestly, I don't know. I looked up, like on your birthday, a bunch of bad things happen. People get murdered. There aren't many famous people born on May 21st. But there was this like big list of just, I guess, people that were born on May 21st. And this was one of them. It was Giuseppe Ruzzolini, so I included him because I wanted to say his name.
Love that guy. No introduction needed.
No introduction. See, you already know. Here on the Peeps in a podcast, we are all Giuseppes.
Yes.
Yeah, it was May 21st. May 21st is an important day. All these people were born. You guys were born. Seairra, was it an important day in history?
It was a tremendous day in history, actually.
Did you like that segue? I thought that was pretty good.
Great segue. I'd also like to say that the most important part about May 21st is that we were born. But the second most important part
Was Biggie.
The third most important part.
Actually, a lot of cool stuff happened. So do you guys remember from your high school or middle school, I guess, history classes, the name Amelia Earhart?
I'm familiar.
Yes. Natalie, pop quiz. What did she do?
She was a pilot.
Wow, that was way better than I thought it was going to be.
What do you think I was going to say?
Like she was a woman.
I was going to say she's a white bitch.
Well, today in history, in 1932, May 21st, 1932, she was the first woman pilot to make a flight all the way across what ocean? The Atlantic Ocean? Right,
Yeah.
Emma?
The Atlantic Ocean.
The Atlantic Ocean. And it took her a whopping 17 hours. Which is actually, I feel like that's slow, right? That's like really slow.
Yeah.
I think she was also flying like a propeller plane too. So
No.
Yeah, that's
Give
true.
her a break. God.
Give her a break.
Half her arms for half of it.
But although 17 hours sounds long, on the same day in 1927, the first man did it, Charles Lindbergh, and it took him 33 hours.
shattered that shit.
Shattered it. Also, I think the planes were better. That was like 5 years earlier.
That was only 5 years prior to Amelia Earhart.
Yeah. But like, I feel like in 5 years, they could improve on planes a lot, you know?
I mean, they improved enough for it to the trip to be cut in half.
Yeah, that's pretty impressive.
Yeah. So people really like to fly on your birthday.
Fly high. Also, what's strawberries and cream?
Oh, May 21st is National Strawberries and Cream Day.
Wow, that's a good combo.
But like just strawberries and cream?
No,
I
I'm
guess,
saying
I don't
put
know.
in thing. It's a good combo.
Dairy Queen should know about this day. Anyone want to sign a petition for Dairy Queen to do something special on National Strawberries and Cream Day? I'd love me a strawberries and cream blizzard.
They recently,
That sounds good.
one of their special or their limited editions blizzards right now is a raspberry fudge like dream or something like that. I got it the other day. It was actually really good.
That actually sounds delicious. I used to work at Dairy Queen, and I used to make special stuff all the time, and I miss it. I miss being fat. Do you guys want to know another crazy thing that happened on May 21st?
Oh, hell yeah.
It was 1908.
Oh, shit.
And it was a beautiful day for movies.
What kind of movies?
Horror movies. Dun dun dun!
Natalie with the soundboard.
And that movie was called... Anna?
Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. Sorry. I'm sitting here waiting like, what is it? What's that movie? I don't know.
Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, that's actually a really, like, what's the word I'm looking for? Pivotal movie for the horror scene?
Is it? I've never actually seen it. The only Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, like, entertainment I've ever seen was when they did the play in Alvin and the Chipmunks Meet the Wolfman.
Oh my god.
I never saw that, but I would love to see some chipmunks do some scary stuff.
It was a good movie.
It's a good movie.
It was the little one, Theodore. He was the one that became a werewolf. Spoiler alert!
The movie's only 20 years old. You gotta give people time.
I'm sorry. The statute of limitations has not expired yet. My bad, guys. I will be posting a formal apology on the Peeps in a Podcast Instagram page, so be on the lookout for that. Also, I'm just kidding.
That was actually funny. Also, one last thing that happened on this day in history to fit in with the theme of murder was the Twinkie defense of 1979. Anna, would you like to give a brief description of this amazingly, I guess, crazy event?
I would love to, because it's honestly one of the weirdest things I've ever read, and naturally it had to happen in the US of A, America. But basically this guy had gone to see the mayor and his supervisor to ask for his old job back, and they refused. So naturally he shot and killed them both, as one does. Right?
Seems
so he's
legit.
convicted of voluntary manslaughter rather than being convicted of first-degree murder, because his lawyers argued that his mental state at the time of the killings was diminished due to depression. Now, why was he depressed? Because of the consumption of sugary junk food.
That sounds like me.
Sounds about white.
Is this another Florida man?
I don't know. It doesn't say where he killed these people, but all I know is that it was in the US of A. So, and wherever Mayor George Moscone and Supervisor Harvey Milk was in 1979. Yeah, in the newspapers they called it the Twinkie defense.
So this had nothing to do with actual Twinkies?
I don't know.
That
They
he
might have
ate too
mentioned that it
much
was
of it.
Twinkies specifically, or Twinkies were just really popular back then, but
His
Yeah.
job was probably at a Twinkie factory.
that would make good.
No.
That makes
I made
sense.
that up. That is not fact.
Wasn't the day supposed to end like the Mayan calendar? What was that day? Because that happened during our 16th
Oh
birthday.
yeah, I forgot about that event, Bobby. On our 16th birthday,
Contributing to
but
the
it wasn't
pod.
May 21st. But whenever we had our 16th birthday party, that was when the Mayans predicted that we were gonna die, and everyone was at our party dressed up super fancy, eating appetizers, waiting for the clock to strike 9 just to see if we would die. And we didn't die.
Oh, you're talking about 2012?
Yeah.
It was like
No.
just
I was at 2012. I was at 16 in 2012. Was I?
But that's when the Mayans said that we were going to die. It was December of 2012.
December of 2012.
Were we 16 in 2012?
No.
Well, you're 25 now. It's
I was
2020.
17.
So it was 8 years ago. Yeah, you would be 17. So I don't.
Maybe celebrated your 16s then?
Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about, Sierra. I don't think
No,
you guys
this
had
really
your
happened.
16s
This
some,
really
a year
happened,
after
though.
you
It really
guys-
happened. It might not have been the Mayans, though.
Who else predicted our doom?
Bobby, he's Googling it right now.
I'm doing
Well, while he Googles, George asked a pretty good question earlier. Could you still use the Twinkie defense now? I would say no, because, the average American eats like a crap ton, and that is a scientific term. A crap ton of junk food. So I feel like all murderers would get reduced to voluntary manslaughter. And then, that'd just be anarchy, I think. I don't know. That is interesting, because technically, from all the Suits that I've watched, and I don't mean Law, I mean the show Suits, from all of the episodes of Suits I've watched, like precedent is half of the episodes. So technically, there is a precedent, and I guess it's just like what lawyer is going to have the balls to be like, oh yeah, it was Twinkies. Now let my client go.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, it was May 21st, 2011. It was called The Rapture, remember?
No.
No.
It was called The Rapture, and it was an apocalypse based on Jewish feast days and the lunar calendar. And it was predicted that the world would end on May 21st, 2011.
I think to close us out, no matter when you're listening to this, could be 5 years from now, could be 3 months from now, go wish Seairra and Bobby a happy birthday. Doesn't matter what day it is. It doesn't matter if it's not May 21st. Just go wish them a happy birthday. Because I think it would be funny if because you're going to forget about this, Seairra, and then like 3 months on the line, you're going to get like random people just wishing you happy birthday, and you're going to be so confused, and it's going to be glorious. I'm in it for the long joke here.
Where can they wish me a happy birthday at?
Well, what's your social medias?
My social media is Seairra W at SEAIRRAW. That's my Instagram. I'm not going to tell you my last name, but if you want to know it, you can listen to the first podcast. I think I said it in that one.
I think I also said it in this one, so go back. It's an Easter egg, people. Bobby, where can people find you?
I got 360 no cope, 360 _ no _ cope. That's my Instagram handle. I got a Tumblr. Follow me. Handcrafted Christian memes on Tumblr.com. That's also a place to find me. And that's pretty much it.
Tinder. Hit him up, ladies. He's single.
Tinder.
After he fixes his Tinder bio.
Yeah.
Oh, God. Well, this has been fun times, but it's time to bring this to a close. So thank you guys so much for listening and letting us be a part of your day. Make sure not only to go follow Seairra and Bobby on their social medias, but also the podcast itself on Instagram. It's at Peeps Podcast. So you never miss a chance to come hang out. We update you guys there consistently. And you can also catch us on YouTube if you're not already watching us on YouTube. Then our YouTube name is Peeps in a Podcast. If you're joining us on YouTube, then the links to all of these social medias, including our individual social medias, will be in the description box below. So we'll catch you guys on the next one. Bye!
Bye, guys!
See ya.
See ya. Bye.
Adios, contaminos.
What?